Well, hey everyone, welcome again to Intended Consequences, our video vlog, Pursue the Ride, is what we call this channel. And on this channel we talk about motorcycle stuff. And today I'm going through how to prepare and ride in cold weather. Welcome back from the intro, everybody. Now, we are out here riding in 30-degree weather in Columbus, Georgia. Now, in Columbus, Georgia, we are blessed. Like many of the others in the southern United States, we are blessed because we can ride year-round. We don't have things like snow, ice, salt, grit, all that kind of stuff in the road that would prevent us from riding during the colder winter months. My buddy lives in Alaska, and he says they put like gravel and stuff down on the road where he lives to help, traction and stuff like that. I mean, you can't ride on that. Not a Harley anyway. So we're fortunate. So you can ride anytime you want. It's just a matter of how much you personally can handle the cold. And there are ways to do that, and that's what I'm going to discuss today. The first thing you got to do is be thinking smart, right? You got to be thinking about wearing the appropriate clothing. And that's not sacrificing safety gear. You still got to wear your safety gear. But what I'm talking about is think about the wind. The wind is your mortal enemy out here on the road. I'll explain more in a minute. So you need to do everything you can to make sure none of your body, none of your skin is exposed to the wind. And it's really cold on top. So obviously you need to layer. I got multiple layers on. Here's a picture of all the stuff I'm wearing right now. And as you can see, I am layered. The bottom layer is to keep my body heat in. My outer layers are to keep the wind off. And those two things together make this ride tolerable. Now, talking about the wind. The wind is your mortal enemy. And it is mortal. And here's why. I'm going to put up this chart. This is a wind chill chart, which basically says, all things being equal, at this temperature with this much wind, this is how cold it feels. And as you can see, it might be 30 degrees for me right now, but I'm going 50 miles an hour. So you do your little chart, a 50 mile an hour wind and a 30 degree, that's how much my body is feeling right now with the wind hitting it. And that ain't so good. What's really also not so good is you see those color codes? Those are for frostbite and cold wind injuries. And as you can see, it doesn't take very much exposure to those temperatures to start causing damage. You are literally freezing yourself to death if you're not wearing the appropriate gear on a motorcycle. That's not good, guys, obviously. So you want to dress for success, but make sure you got all your safety gear on as well. The wind is your enemy. Now, some motorcycles, they've got different ways to handle this. Some motorcycles, they have blocks, wind shields for your legs. They have windshields for the front of the bike. They got covers for your hand grips over here, that kind of stuff. They also got heated grips, heated seats. That also can help with the cold. Similarly, your gear can be heated. Now, none of my gear is heated because that stuff is expensive. And old Rob can't afford that nonsense. And I don't ride that much in the cold anyway. But you can buy it. They got heated suits, like pants and tops and gloves, probably helmets. If you could think of it, they probably sell it somewhere and it'll heat you up. Think about that. Think about where you're going. Going back to the wind chill chart. You know, I'm on these back roads, 45 mile an hour speed limits. I'm doing 45, 50, whatever. But if you're going on the interstate, 70, 80 miles an hour, now you're really blasting, right? Like, that is a lot of cold wind blasting your body, and you need to really be thinking about, maybe that's not such a good idea. Maybe we should wait till it warms up a little bit. Or maybe we should take a different route even though it takes longer. That's your call to make. I'm saying be thinking about this stuff. Don't just go out, throw on a jacket, get on your bike and ride. You're going to have a bad day. Other than that, you got to look out for ice. If it's sub-freezing, you got to look out for ice. Look, motorcycles and ice don't do well together. You know, just slow your speed down. If you think it might be icy, don't ride. But if you absolutely, some reason, have to ride, you know, watch your speed. And remember, engine braking is a nice controlled, slow braking. You're not gonna go careening off anywhere. But if it's wet and it's below freezing, just don't ride, y'all. It hasn't, I made sure to pay attention for this video. It hasn't rained in days. I'm not expecting any water, but I'm looking for it because I don't feel like catching myself on film sliding down the road. That's not what this channel is about. We're not an accident channel. But anyway, that's how you ride in the cold, guys. And even still, even now, with all this stuff on, there are gaps in my modular helmet, and I feel cool air coming in. There are gaps down here behind my chaps where air's kind of hooking around, and I can feel it. Between my legs, I got like a wind protector, but there's still a space between the wind protector and the chaps. Oh boy, I feel that. I feel that one. But I don't know, as you can see on my bike, I don't have any of that stuff I just talked about. I need to get a bike with some of that stuff if I want to ride in the winter. Or maybe just wait till it heats up. So let's say you've been riding for a while and you're starting to get cold. I mean, you just are. I'm starting to get cold. The places where I don't have leather, I can feel the wind. My gloves, even though these are really thick gauntlet gloves, you know, the wind is hitting them and it's starting to leak through. My fingers are getting cold. So we're going to take a break in a second, and I'm going to show you another way of keeping warm while riding in the cold. And then we're going to head home and wrap this thing up. I'm probably going to crawl back into bed. Y'all crazy. It's Saturday morning, man. What am I doing out here Saturday morning riding for y'all? I don't know. It must be because I like you. It's got to be, right? So you get off your bike, you're taking a break. Check this out. Come down here. Oh yeah. Nice and warm. Warm them fingers up. You might think it's silly, but I gotta ride back, man. Woo! It's nice. It's nice. Alright. People will start thinking I'm broke down or something. We gotta get out of here. But that's it. That's just a small trick that you can do to warm your hands up, stretch it out. But that's it. Quick, easy trip. If you like seeing me suffer like this, please remember to like and subscribe. Hey, remember, y'all, keep the rubber side down. I will see you next time. Have a good one.